since I hate leaving my own room, let's talk about video game characters that apparently love to leave theirs. The sun. It burns! Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to leave me your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. Open world games on the PS Vita. There's a lot more than you would first initially think, which is why we're already on part 3 of this segment. That along with the fact that I have no life. And on that note, what are some of your favorite open world games? Please let me know down below. And since they are truly one of the best genres on the platform, here is the first one that I highly recommend you checking out. And coincidentally enough, this game has a title that I am constantly telling my stomach each and every day. Don't Starve. The game is called Don't Starve. And I also tell my stomach that, but it never listens. So Don't Starve, that's a very peculiar name for a PS Vita game. What do you do in it? Well, essentially what the title says. It's all about survival and not starving. Don't Starve is an uncompromising wilderness survival game full of science and magic. Enter a strange and unexplored world full of strange creatures, dangers, and surprises. Gather resources to craft items and structures that match your survival style. So yes, expect some supernatural stuff to go along with your starvation. Bet you never thought you'd hear anybody say that now, did you? You play as an individual named Wilson, a gentleman scientist who has been trapped by a demon. Yeah, we're actually going there, and transported to a mysterious wilderness world. Wait, wilderness world? Wilson must learn to exploit his environment and its inhabitants if he ever hopes to escape and find his way back home. And one of my favorite parts about this game is that even though it's kind of a straightforward plot, you know, the whole not dying thing, it lets you play the way you want to play the game. For instance, let's say you don't like the map that you're currently on, well, just regenerate a new one. But don't worry, the new map will hate you just as much as the old one, and it's up to you to craft things that will help you along with surviving, and you're pretty much just left to fend for yourself. There's no hand-holding in this game. I think the only minor quibble I have with it is the whole supernatural, magical aspect to it. Seems like a game that would have been better if it just had more of a straightforward plot about surviving and not having to make magic be a part of it. But hey, I guess they had to spice up the story in some manner, right? So, what more can I say? Tell your tummy not to starve and play Don't Starve. That's a glowing endorsement right there. So, not starving and Don't Starve not enough for you? Well, how does not starving in Dragon Quest Builders sound? Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to probably appeal to more people. This is Dragon Quest Builders. One in particular because the developers apparently thought that Dragon Quest Builders 2 just wasn't awesome enough for the PS Vita. Yeah, let's just go with that. So, just what the heck do you do in Dragon Quest Builders? Build stuff? Well, yeah, but there's a lot more to it than that. Think what would happen if you merged the best elements of the Dragon Quest series along with Minecraft and made it into one a game. Hey, at least I didn't make that whole 2 games got together and made a baby reference that usually freaks everybody out. So like in any Minecraft style game, it's up to you to build your own town, recruit your own people to live in said town, gather materials, fend off enemies, all while, believe it or not, going through an actual Dragon Quest storyline here. But as with any great open world game, hey, if you don't want to progress in the storyline, you don't have to. You can just go exploring, gather materials, and just see just how much this game has to offer. Of course, the more you progress in the storyline, the more maps you'll be unlocking, and the more exploring you can do, and the more open world the game gets. Also featuring both a day and night system too, with different enemies and items available during different parts of the day. Or at least that's what I hear. I don't know, I'm afraid of the dark. So, get exploring. Or don't. Like I said, it's up to you. You can be lazy like me, or choose to not do that. You probably should not do that. So keeping with the theme here of the whole world building aspect, and I mean that in the most literalist sense with this particular game, I introduce to you all Airship Q, a game that's all about world building. Like, literally. Or in this case, shipbuilding. Such a hidden gem on the PS Vita too. You take on the role of a cat, yes that's right, a cat that talks and wears clothes. It's weird. But hey, cats are people too, right? Or at least in this game they are. I'll get to that in a sec. But at least the game is super fun. And it's a sandbox game, which I guess should be obvious at this point. Dig, craft, Fly with a Ship, the first ever sandbox action RPG from Japan, which we'll get to in a moment regarding that. Get ready for the great adventure of the cat siblings at the Sky Island. Help them return to human form by seeking the witch who casts the spell on them. Keep digging, crafting, and go on an adventure with your own original ship, which will test your creativity, along with a nostalgic and adorable pixel art world. And I have heard that this game does in fact feature a multiplayer mode for up to 4 people, but I've never actually tried it out. But the game is overall easy to learn, so you shouldn't really have a need for it, unless you're like me and you probably have a need for it. Okay, so remember how I said earlier that this game is in fact a Japanese only release? Well, there's actually some good news regarding that, because you can actually import a copy and download an official, yes you heard me right, an official English patch for this game through the live area. That's not something you see very often with Japanese imports, but thankfully they were kind enough to do it with this game, and we love them for it. So get your cat on and build stuff. Ooh, she's a feisty one. Now I have a question here. Are we still keeping on with our theme, considering that we've been talking about a lot of games that play like Minecraft, so I figured we should now talk about Minecraft. Now there's a plot twist that nobody saw coming, or maybe everybody, I don't know. Most likely everybody though. So everyone, I introduced to you Minecraft. Do I really have to introduce this? It's Minecraft. It's the game that sold 1 million Vitas. Or at least I'm assuming it did. Seriously, when does Minecraft ever not sell 1 million of things? So I guess for anyone out there who is not familiar with Minecraft, like the 2 people out there who are not familiar with it, it's basically what Dragon Quest Builders is, just without the Dragon Quest theme. You can craft and build stuff, create your own world, invite players, which, might I add, a lot of people in one of my previous videos had mentioned that this game does in fact still have active online servers, and I would imagine that they're very active, so you probably shouldn't have a lot of trouble being able to find other people to play with on this. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot more I can say about this. It's Minecraft. It's a title that everybody and their mother knows about. Steve was invited to Smash, enough said. We kind of ended off on an obvious note here, but this is PS Vita at 2 a.m. where letdowns are just a commonplace theme. But guys, I would love to know, what are some of your favorite open world games for the PS Vita? Did you see them mentioned on this list? What do you recommend? Please leave me your suggestions down below, and maybe you'll see them in a part 4. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. A huge thank you and shout out to all these wonderfully generous supporters who help make this content possible, including Gutter Drums, Hemdall Imbert, Wendy K, David Ray, Phantom XRS, Saul Ramirez, Kyle Brooks, JR, E-Rock, Per Sterner, Adam Thury, Skulshire Tugel TCG, BMF, Claimer Malarkey, VG Legends, Jared Haddo, Kevin Enright, Heston Joseph, Crazy Cat, Rodrigo Vera, Hero Acer, Adam Sondi, PS Vita S, Richard Cruz, Joseph Shavak, Jelly, H-Hitter, Michael O'Connor, Chris Foxhound, Sabin Fire, Robert Sylvester, Aridri, Jamie, Hector Gonzalez, Kayonko, Burzin Mystery, Juan M. Hermosillo, Eric DeWitt, Tasha Monty, Mazgas, Matt Hargett, Smug Wolf, Rizal Pliskin, 1488 Dental, Azumara, Nintendo Switch at 2 a.m., Donut Valley, Ricardo Martinez, Dr. Super Artie, Makis Blob, B Mystery, Matt Fox, Reiko Star, Neo Arashi, Milk Sama, Bushin Ryu Cat, Robert Johnson, Zacrito, Frayden, Alan Iwazuk, and Shin Snake. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on the send screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much. Now for those of you who made it to the end of this video, I have a question. Is Minecraft the OG sandbox game out there, or were there others before it and it just became the most popular? I don't know. I'm too old to know this stuff.